Hey, this is C&D Channel. I'm Chris, and this is MMA for you. I'm going to be doing my prediction for MFC 32, which is going to happen on January 27th on HDNet. With a couple of these fights, especially down the card, I haven't seen a lot of these guys fight, so there are a couple pick'em fights on this card for me. Let's get started. Gouveia is going to fight Dwayne Lewis. Gouveia was actually, he kind of washed out of the UFC. There was some hype behind him. He was a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, trained out of American Top Team. Not terrible stand-up or anything. The guy's now on a 3-fight losing streak, with his last loss being to Ryan Jimmo. And he last fought on May 7th of 2010. Dwayne Lewis last lost to Ryan Jimmo also, and he last fought at February 25th, 2011. So both these guys have had long layoffs. I think Lewis had that huge hematoma from Jimmo. So that was the thing. Tough one for me to call. I know Dwayne mainly has a kickboxing base. It's not like he doesn't know jiu-jitsu. I remember seeing him fight Razak Al-Hassan, which I thought he lost, to be perfectly honest. Gouveia, though, 3-fight losing streak. It was the tough guys. Two of them were in the UFC, and then he lost to Jimmo. He has a lot of motivational problems. He has problems getting motivated, and he's even had trouble making weight at 205 when he's fought as low as 185. I have a soft spot for Gouveia. I'm gonna go with Gouveia to win that one. Okay, next fight after that, we have for the MFC lightweight title, as Brian Cobb is gonna fight the returning Antonio Mandingo McKee. Cobb, he impressed me in his last fight against Drew Fickett. He had his back, he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, mainly. 12 of his wins are by submission out of 19 wins. He's coming off a good win streak, 4-fight win streak here. He had his back taken by Fickett. By the end of the round, he reversed position and won by ground and pound. The thing with McKee, though, this guy is a wrestler with suffocating top control. He's not afraid to make fights boring, and his cardio is really good. Out of 26 wins, 18 of them are by decision. So, it's tough to say. This is a case where I think the wrestler will be able to take down Cobb. And as good as Cobb's jiu-jitsu is, McKee actually has some pretty good jiu-jitsu as well. I remember he did, I think it's an Americana or a Kimura victory not too long ago. So it's not like he doesn't know what to do when he's down there or anything like that. Very strong wrestling. I think he'll be able to get Cobb down and keep top control and win the fight. Probably go 5 rounds like that. So I'm going to go with Antonio McKee to win that one. Okay, next fight after that, Dhiego Bautista is going to fight Ultimate Fighter veteran Ryan McGillivray. Bautista, not the pro wrestler, is 7-0, undefeated. He trains pretty close to where I live at Sub Fighter. It's in Orange County. McGillivray has a lot more fights, 11-5-1 record, pretty much double the amount of fights and 9 of those wins are by submission. He's fought the UFC once against Shamar Bailey, and Shamar pretty much just laying prey on him. I'm going to go, this one's kind of tough for me to call, but I'll go with McGillivray. I actually liked what I saw from him in The Ultimate Fighter, the reality show. He looks good. I'm going to go with him, but this one's actually kind of tough for me to call. Okay, next fight after that, we have Nathan Coy versus Dhiego Lima. Nathan Coy's pretty solid, actually. Strikeforce veteran. fought guys like Tyron Woodley and did really well against Tyron Woodley. Would get the clinch, would start kneeing his thighs when he's up against, put Woodley up against the cage. And then he's an All-American wrestler. It trains on American Top Team as well. Here's the thing about Dhiego Lima. This guy's an up-and-coming prospect, man. Someone to look out for. He's only 21 years old. His Muay Thai is already solid. He beat Jamie Toney, who's a kickboxer in his own right, with strikes, if I'm not mistaken. And his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is really strong. He's got kind of this like really lanky body, similar to his brother. I'm a big fan of the Lima brothers. I forgot what his brother's name is right now. But the thing with Dhiego, he's solid. He's a really solid fighter. Does worry me that he's going up against a wrestler, because I haven't seen his takedown defense. And his wrestling really tested. So that does concern me. But, he does have really good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He'll throw up triangles and whatnot from his back. I'll go with Dhiego Lima to win this one. He's actually someone I'm looking out for. I believe he's still on Bloody Elbow's 2012 prospect scouting report as well. Really, it's a matter of time for this Lima brother to get signed to like a major organization. Okay, next fight after that we have Jamie Toney versus Kyle Jackson. I don't know too much about Kyle Jackson, to be perfectly honest. I know he's on a 2-fight win streak. He's had 7 fights, 6-1 record. With Jamie Toney, I remember seeing this last fight against Dhiego Lima, and he did pretty good. He actually did pretty good in the stand-up there. I think he trains under Boss Rutten. Has way more fights than Jackson. 3 times more fights with a 14-7 record. Pretty solid too. 6 wins by KO or TKO and 7 wins by submission. This guy's fought guys like Todd Moore, Dan Hornbuckle, Dhiego Lima, of course, and El Kooky Tony Ferguson. Actually, the last guy to beat where your kid at Tony Ferguson is Jamie Toney. So by triangle choke, if I'm not mistaken. So I gotta go with Jamie Toney to win this one. Okay, next fight after that. I think this is actually the prelims. I'm not too sure though. We have James Haddad versus Dan Ring. Don't know much about these guys. Never seen a fight. So Dan Ring is undefeated, 4-0-1 record. With Haddad, he trains at Gracie Baja Calgary, 4-1 record. I'll go with James Haddad. Next fight after that, Matt Jelly is going to fight Garrett Nybakken. Don't know too much about these guys. I'll go with Garrett to win this one. The way he works is like win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. He's coming off a loss right now, so he should be getting a win. With Nybakken too, his submission defense is pretty bad. He's a 3-3 record, and all 3 of his losses are by submission. I guess trained at fought in MFC. I think he started his MMA career in MFC. And finally, Brendan Kornberger is gonna fight Alan Hope. Last time I saw Alan Hope fight, he got beat up by Terry Martin. Didn't actually look too bad against him. Kornberger, he's undefeated at 2-0. I generally don't go with the guy coming off a losing record. Alan Hope has a 7-win, 9-loss record on a 2-fight losing streak. One thing that's interesting about Hope, though, all his fights, win or lose, all go to finish. He's been finished by strikes 7 times, too. He's actually won with KOs or TKOs 6 of his fights. But, I'll go with Kornberger to win this one. So Dhiego Lima's brother is Douglas Lima. That was stupid of me. How could I forget that? Okay, but that's pretty much it for my predictions for MFC 32. If you have any comments, just leave them below. And that's it for MMA for you. Thank you very much.